So there's something inherently really probably quite powerless about the amount of attention that we give to our phones. But I'm so happy you guys are here. Go buy some stuff. I run a brand called All to Love, and its mission is just to propagate more love. I do propagate not watching TV. I don't have a television, haven't done for over 10 years. And I propagate us being hypercritical and or aware of our addiction to the media, as in, you know, in my awareness, we create a reality. We're responsible for our mind, our emotion, our projection out there. And yet if we're being mind manipulated by a television screen or a phone screen, oh dear. Yeah. So, you know, power to the people. Power to the people. And let's relate from the heart. And that's part of it. Part of my being here is showing up from the heart, sharing from a place of grounded experience to the best of my ability. And I have a very compassionate and empathic perspective, loving perspective, where we all deserve to be here. Violence and oppression, I have always found so incredibly painful, that All to Love was born really out of that mish of like, why are we doing this? Why are we in these endless war cycles? Why, please God, tell me. I don't have any answers after 20 years of being on this so-called awakened journey. What I know is looking after the body, healing our heart, can help us heal our familial relationships. And then those relationships, as we heal them, maybe we can extend that further as we look after ourselves and one another. I'm aware that I was born in the 80s, and we are in a generational shift, which means, you know, the next generation, you got power, you guys. My generation, we skipped. We will never have any power. We're just here to heal stuff. I just made that up, but it could be true. I don't know. Do you guys resonate? People born in the 70s and the 80s, or are we going to spend the rest of our lives just healing our hearts in the hope that the next generation will have power, but use it for good rather than greedy, wretched, warmongering, like... I jest about it. I endeavor to sprinkle a little bit of joy, you know? And at the same time, what are we... And here's the thing, we can rail against the man, rail against the machine, all of these things, and yet most of us have issues that we need to work out. Most of us, you know, and this is the travesty of it. There's poverty and homelessness and violence and conflict in all of our countries, right? In all of our places. And then here we are funding a brutal violence in other countries just because we want to have more. Is it just power? Is it just greed? I don't know. You tell me. Again, from the All to Love perspective, I'm like, have less, give more, right? I there's a discernment there, because in my early awakenings, I renounced materiality. I had a bag. That's it. And a couple books, Power of Now included, Celestine Prophecy, The Alchemist, right? I was traveling through Europe. What a blessed thing. And yet in the last couple of years, I've endeavored to embrace having things and realize that in these human bodies, having a home... And this is where I could cry, because there are people with homes that are just brutally being like, no, we're just going to take your home. Even though they have their own, you know. Anyway, yeah, I realized that having a home is primary to our safety. We all deserve a home. I don't even know how to comprehend how, and I guess it's just a dissociative, brainwashed, manipulation, vibration. Just like me as a woman in the West, I've been brainwashed to try to look a certain way, which I don't know about you guys too, but God, is it exhausting sometimes, right? Especially when you have the awareness that this is vanity and it's vapid, and eventually we all leave these human bodysuits anyway, but the day-to-day pressure and or stress or grind of just like showing up in the world, let alone being under circumstances where people are just behaving wretchedly. Oh God, am I even gonna pull cards? I don't know. Happy solstice, you guys. Did you make it this far? Give me a high five. What? Happy solstice, Capricorn, whatever. My Capricorn lovers, I'm a Capricorn rising, and I have my nodes on the Capricorn and Cancer axis, so it's like a big styly. I have to learn. I can be almost like hyper independent, so I have to like learn to be there for people. And I'm thankful when I'm given the opportunity, because I don't have children either. So when my friends who have kids ask me for help, I'm like, I recognize it's an opportunity for me to give and show up, and if that is not our point of attraction, what are we doing? Are we really just gonna accept that we're just raping and pillaging the planet to then dominate each other and kill one another? I mean, like, really? Is that our future? Is that what we're gonna do? I really, really hope not. Wheel of Fortune reverse. I like to do tarot for fun and entertainment. It's a way to get to know you guys. It's a way to propagate Ulta love. And yet, these are general. They're for fun and entertainment primarily. If you're resonating with myself, with Ulta love, certainly with the way I intuitively interpret the cards, then feel free to reach out. Feel free to book a private reading. You're more than welcome to do that. I'll never message you offering readings, okay? People, when they get to know me, they do bulk buy services and packages. Patreons get a big discount when you're a top tier patron. But otherwise, we're just here having a little bit of juicy razzmatazz and getting to know my lover supreme, because that's just how I've been guided to work it. Is it worth it? We're gonna bang, zone, flip it, and reverse it. I never know the words of songs, but whoa, Missy Elliott. I'm looking at two cards. They're pretty gosh darn good, you guys. Even though I've been ranting on about the horrors of the world, we have a Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is always turning, right? So it doesn't really matter if it's up or down or reversed or sideways. It's just turning around. The nice thing about this Wheel of Fortune is that the supporting card is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is success. Thank God. So what I feel here is that, okay, the Wheel of Fortune is definitely saying it's probably been rough. Maybe for months. Maybe for years, maybe for lifetimes. But you're going to get a message, and it's going to be good. It's going to be a good message. You're going to win something, or simply just feel a little bit better. You feel a bit better and things get better, Yeah, there's success here. Some of you, it's a success in love. Cups and the Lovers. So some of you might have a turnaround in a love story. Tell me, is it true? I don't know. Have a wonderful day, you guys. I love you loads. Peace.